This is not just me doing this. My whole family's involved in this. My daughter Jennifer, she has actually had several visions, one of which involved her grandfather, who is now dead. And basically she didn't recognize him when he come up to her after she went into a deep state of meditation. She was meditating. This was not a waking dream like what I have usually. Anyway, what she did was she went into deep meditation, and this guy came up to her and said, "You need to come with me." And she says, "I don't know who you are." And so her son Zachary, who is a meditator, he was able to meditate almost immediately after I explained to him how. He just grabbed a crystal and went off into a deep state of meditation. But anyway, her grandpa Zachary came up and said, "This is your grandfather and you do need to go with him." So anyway, she grabbed his hand and went with him, and Jennifer's grandmother is basically having a hard time with pain and suffering, and she doesn't know what to believe. And anyway, he took her to a place that had a huge lake in the middle of it, and he was showing her that her grandmother's house was on top of this hill overlooking this lake, and to let her know basically that he's waiting there for him. If you know, when they come over, he will be there with the house just sitting there waiting for him. But I mean, during this meditation, she saw her son Zachary out in the middle of this lake, and there was a snake that came around him and just twisted around him, and she started to run towards him, and the grandfather grabbed her shoulder and said, "No, let this go. You'll watch it. You'll be really amazed." And anyway, the snake wrapped around Zachary. He's about 9 years old, 8 years old, and shot off into the sky like a snake that was pure energy. And anyway, then she found herself back here, but basically with a message for her grandmother that her husband was waiting for her with, and he had the house all constructed up there for her. It was pretty deep.